before we get into today's video, I would just like to say, as we near our end with this Katt Williams series, I'm sure there's more videos for us to post. We would just appreciate it if you would go down in the comment section right now before watching the video and let us know what's going on in the world that you want us to react to. What's going on, Law Fam? Lay, man, it's your favorite too.
Yeah, man, it's the Real Law 20.
Yeah.
Hey, we back, man.
Part 2.
It's part 2.
Man, I seen
Shout out to everybody that was watching the video, first and foremost. Everybody who was watching the video that we posted yesterday, we sincerely appreciate it, but we had to come back and give y'all part 2 of that video.
No capitan.
Absolutely.
So for the people who was in the comment section, I was actually scrolling through and looking at y'all comments, and y'all made it apparent to us. This interview happened before, but was before the 41 million view interview. And it was then posted after, and the title was made it to seem like this was a new interview. We still gonna finish it, but ooh, it's just looking real disingenuous. But it's cool. Willie D, we ain't tripping. But we gonna get into it. We gonna finish this John for y'all.
I'm kind of glad because, like, in part 1, we covered things that kind of he talked about in the Shannon Sharp one. So I'm kind of glad he held on to it because when we heard that, it was a shocker. Well, it wasn't a shocker to me.
It was a knee slapper.
But to the world, it was like, wow. Like, all these things about Katt Williams. So, Willie D, hey, this part 2. We back, we bike.
Willie.
So, you know, y'all, I hope y'all enjoy this video. Y'all know what we gonna do. We gonna give our hot takes. That's the new word of the year. Takes. We gonna give our take.
Hot takes, man.
But we gonna listen to everybody else's take.
On God.
And y'all put y'all take in the comment section.
Smack the fucking like button, man. Let's get right to it, man. I'm ready.
Town while you go do 300. I'm not being disrespectful.
We'll take it back 15.
That's what I meant. I mean, I'm doing 7,000 in your hometown while you go do 300. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm talking statistics. I'm talking about the biggest and baddest thing going. And you, a person trying to get in, why would you be mad? It's ridiculous. I'm offended. I'm offended. Why? Because even if it's celebrity boxing, I need you to sell tickets too.
That's real.
Stop playing.
I need you to sell these pay-per-view numbers, my nigga. I know I'm bringing it. It's more people that want to see me get laid out by you.
That kind of remind me of, like, when a lot of people be like talking about Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, y'all don't know how many people come to see Floyd lose. They paid their top dollar
to gonna be the
Floyd lose. And who don't want to see that? They want to see that happen. So it's like you gotta make it worthwhile.
Yeah, this shit is a simple. So it's like it's a simple mathematical equation of. What do you got to lose, fuck nigga? Yeah. And what do I have to lose? Right. So if I have a lot to lose, then and we ain't making the money we should be making because your name ain't big enough for us to sell it bigger than me,
then it's not.
And I get beat up.
Right. Oh. I gotta have that bag at least. If you whoop my ass, I need to know that.
75 million, I feel so much better. Yeah. I have a $20 million ice pack right here. Like
something like that, you know?
We ain't doing that.
The fact that an upstanding and righteous gentleman like yourself is in that position with the only thing trying to be righteous in our lane is just more machinations of the devil.
I like the words, boy. That's 3,000 books right there.
You have a much better backstory when you pick me as an opponent.
You know what, man? I'm glad you at least, addressed it, because...
When you talk to him and tell him what the truth is, he won't be able to refute it. I told you earlier, he doesn't know this. How could he know? It's okay for you to think that I'm that way, but there are 30,000 known comedians in America that you could have went to, and they would have told you, this is against my character. I am known for confronting my issue head up, be it Satan or his affiliates.
We know it's facts.
I don't care if you 6'6". I don't care if it's 5 of you. I don't care if I'm guaranteed an L. I don't care if you put a gun in my face. I don't care about none of that. I care about doing the right thing as I see it in that moment.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Now,
agree.
how did you get on in the first place as far as like with the movie thing? Like, I know I'm skipping over the comedy, but how did you get on with the movie thing? Like, specifically, I want to know about Money Mike. I want to know how you got that role.
Right. So here's the whole thing. Liars always come up with terrible lies. So Ricky Smiley says, yeah, you know, Katt was supposed to play the Santa Claus and I was supposed to play the pimp. Liars always have ridiculous narratives. Nobody in America can imagine that a real movie studio would cast 5'5", 145-pound Katt Williams as a fucking Santa Claus, number one.
I hate to cut you off, but if this video was in fact recorded, this interview was in fact recorded before Shannon, Willie D, you gotta hold this L. Because he gave you this content and you didn't put it out. You tripping.
See, but like, what is it? Like,
If.
Yeah, and like, yeah, that if is cool, but it's like, you want to know the great thing about it is that it don't even matter, because for the simple fact, what he said when he was on Shannon is that what is for you is for you. This, I couldn't have did this nowhere but Shannon Sharp.
Oh yeah, because
you could have put it out and it still
Shay Shay
wouldn't
was
hit.
that shit.
It don't matter what
I ain't gonna lie,
he gave
Shay
you.
Shay brought
You
the
ain't
essence.
Uncle Shay Shay. So that don't matter. A nigga
Yeah.
can steal your moves.
Yeah.
Like you got served, and it's still not.
And it still not be.
It's not gonna be you.
Damn.
So Willie D could have put out whenever he wanted to, but it was something about Uncle Shay Shay
That's facts. That's facts.
that just made
I
it.
just,
But he-
I hate to, I hate to hold
but
some
what you're saying is
content.
that Katt Williams do have that relevance where if he
It's
did
Katt.
drop it, it would have had people
Katt
like, wow.
is a motherfucker.
But I'm kind of glad he didn't, because he probably would have dropped it in 2023. And I like that it got dropped in 2024.
Now, got it. But I hate to cut you off. Let's get back to the story because he might tell us something different.
You can imagine that a real movie studio would cast 5'5", 145-pound Katt Williams as a fucking Santa Claus, number one. Number two, Ricky Smiley was finna play a pimp. Really?
Really?
Ricky Smiley has played a woman more times than Ricky Smiley has played a man. He's played Bernice Jenkins 5 times. I got it in my contract that I don't work with Ricky Smiley unless he's playing Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Get out of here, man.
but
That's in your contract for real?
I make my contracts, sir.
Oh, you-
when you're the master of your masters, everything else is subservient.
Subservient.
That's a
That's
Jay-Z
why we
line.
have control. That's why we're hated, because there's something to hate. But anyway, so Money Mike, this is my first audition, not just my first movie. It's my first audition. The reason it was so great is because they allowed me to do what I wanted to do, and I needed to do things. So I needed to pick the wardrobe for the character. So Money Mike's wardrobe was impeccable because I designed it, and they made it so. I picked out the car, the color of the car. They had a guy playing a pimp. I need this to be an actual pimp. We need Bishop Magic Don Juan. Is everything I had to do. Me and KD Albert, who played Donna, and Terry Crews, it was all of our first project, and my job was to make sure that we came off as if we were seasoned actors. And so I put everything I had into that movie, to the point where in the script, Money Mike is raped in the bathroom. Katt Williams changed that. Why? Because there's no way. What do you mean, Katt? There's no way. What are you saying? I'm saying in a place that small, I'm not rapeable. I don't care what has to happen. That's what will happen.
That's funny.
And so that's how it changed and became a great movie. And just the thought process that maybe Ricky Smiley was going to do that, it is laughable. But yeah, that was going to be my only movie. So I had to do everything that I could do to make sure that it went the way I needed it to. And I've done that in every one of the 60 movie roles that I've done, in the 50 network television roles.
Man, I'm glad you.
I like
find
how
all these roles.
I like how Katt Williams say the number.
Oh,
of
yeah.
everything. It's like, and
It's like he wrote it down.
It's like-
in his mind.
it's like it's all calculated. Like, yep. And then because they always wonder why, and then he'd be like 3,000 books, and then by this time at 12, it was probably 10,000.
That's why I can go outside right now and run a 4.4.
And then he's like, I did that, and then and then back in the day, it was probably
This
a little.
specimen.
It was probably a little bit faster.
This specimen. You don't get this
You
specimen
don't get it without it. Yeah, it's like being working at McDonald's. You don't get
You
nuggets
don't get
without
a
barbecue
combination
sauce.
without
It
ordering.
comes with it. I fuck with this, man. You gotta listen. You gotta listen.
Man, because it's a lot of people who would not have. People get blinded by that bread, man, or that opportunity. And for you to stand on that says a lot. Because I know Terry Crews would have probably enjoyed it, in real life.
Oh, bless his heart. Bless
Willie.
his heart.
Wow, Willie.
Willie, you throwing shots?
Willie.
You want to be on the other side of them bullets?
Now, how did you
He trying to get in the shade room.
get this this knack for comedy in the first place? Like you had a pretty tumultuous childhood. Like, how do you pivot from that and get into comedy?
I didn't find it to be tumultuous. Once,
So at the time, you was living it. You like you
yeah,
didn't see it.
this is not tumultuous.
Okay.
But your question was, how did I?
How did you find comedy?
A lot of times you have the true appreciation for something when you're not trying to do it. You just like it. So that's the relationship that I had with music, and it was the relationship that I had with comedy. So musically, I could listen to Pearl Jam and the Ghetto Boys. Like, I could listen to 9 Inch Nails, and I could listen to Prince, and I could do that. And comedically, I found that I could do that too. It didn't matter what the comedy person looked like, or how they were built, or where they were from. If they were funny, I was gonna be able to tell. So I understood that Don Knotts was out there working his ass off as Barney Fife. I understood he wasn't doing the same job as the rest of them. I understood that laughter is an emotion, and anytime you can tap an emotion, that's very powerful, regardless of what emotion you're tapping.
Facts.
Real talk, because I could be like, shut up, nigga. And if you jump off the deep end and I'm gonna kill you at the end of
I just say that's like
my
what the
God, was it me?
but they be like when you go and you meet like you a dude and you meet the girl and you piss her off and get in an argument with her and then she like you because you just tapped her emotion to make her
Yeah.
mad.
It's a lot of
It's just like it's the emotion that somebody can make you feel something.
It's like being-
Is that you like, dang, why did this joke piss me off a little bit?
it's like being Geppetto.
And it's like now you going back and forth with the comedian.
But I realized
It's like, but that's real though. It don't matter what emotion it is.
I
It's like
realized-
you triggered something.
I realized at a young age I can tap emotions. I'm an emotion tapping nigga. I can do that. Like,
You be attacking
it don't matter who you are.
emotion.
I'm Geppetto with these strings. Like, if I chose to be. These days, I just sit back and watch. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing, because when I say it, then you gon'
That's like the weather people.
I don't want to be that guy.
Sometimes they be
I can make people
tapping
work
into my
harder.
emotions.
I can make people quit.
They do. I'm real good at that. I ain't trying to say that I'm a narcissist. I just thought like to throw that word out there.
Yeah,
You a narcissist.
Before our so gracious commenters,
You making me feel
Go ahead
like
and
what
give
you
that to
don't
you.
want me to feel.
you're just a narcissist.
You're a narcissist.
No. What Katt Williams say? No. You don't get to be this special.
When you're tapping these emotions, before you deliver the joke, are you cognizant of what it's going to take to deliver that joke? Like, are you already knowing that? I know for a fact I don't have to practice this. They're going to be with this right here. When I say this, I'm going to get them.
Don't every comedian.
As a comedian, I have the best fan base in the world, like documented.
You do.
He don't need a machine.
The slight amount of advertisement that they allowed me to do, and the fact that in a place as glorious as Houston, they pack the arena to the rafters, is based upon the fact that I, in 1995, started a conversation with a fan base which was maybe 5 people, and through this entire time, I've kept up the same conversation with the same people as they grow. And I'm letting you see me win. I'm letting you see me lose. I'm never allowing the product to be affected by what's going on.
By fact. Every time I watch a special, first I hear he get choked out by a little boy, or he went to jail, or this, that. By fact, every time a new special come out after I done heard some news on Katt, he comes straight into the special like, what the fuck is going on? I know you've seen me in the news. 30 times I was arrested. Like, he ain't hiding from that shit.
Like I said, the key thing, what he was just saying, the limited. Katt Williams is a comedian that don't need promo.
A lot of niggas from the hood, we gonna get them Raptor tickets first.
You can go 10 years. You could go 10 years of your real life and not think of Katt Williams at all. And then here tomorrow he gonna be in your city and you're gonna buy the ticket.
Once again, he has a tour right now called the Dark Matter Tour. And by fact,
it's like you can say whatever you want to say, but the world don't need Katt Williams to be pushed in their face for them to tune in clearly.
Nah, that's weird. That's weird energy. We see him pop up, we be like, Katt Williams, what are you talking about?
So like I said, by stat, I can pack an arena out, and it's just facts, and you just got to deal with that. Or we'll come through the screen, and you don't want us to come through it, because we'll come through it, and we'll be over there.
Where you at?
Because this is the greatest relationship here. So, consequently, bam, they know some things when I come to town. They know I'm finna bring the baddest comedians with me. That's who's going to be opening up. They know this all over the country. And then they know that whatever it is Katt's going to talk about for an hour, they know he did not talk about this the last time he was here. They know
Man,
that.
how in the hell do comedians get away with that anyway? Because I'm not going to see the same comedian tell the same jokes, 100 times in a row.
You let a rapper rap the same songs, though. And you let a singer sing the same songs, the classics, and you'll allow that. And so
yeah, but funny is supposed to be spontaneous. So that's the difference.
Well, understand that comedy has its roots long before social media. So
you wouldn't see it
before social media. You might have heard that this comedian is funny,
but you ain't heard jokes.
And somebody might have told you what he said, but it didn't sound that funny to you. They just told you what he said. But when you see him in person, he's hilarious. Yeah. And so comedy always had a cycle where you showed the whole circuit your body of work. It's just comedians had gotten so lazy that they were doing one great set that they had on Comic View or Def Jam, and they were touring that for 15 years without changing it. And so we made it a part of our effort to push the fact that you should be writing new material and shaming the community into it by I'm going to keep putting out these specials and it's new material. How long are you going to continue to tell these jokes? Because in a minute, the audience is going to be like, no, they got to say something new. And eventually the audience did do that. And
some audiences show up and they want you to say the old joke. They demand that you tell the old joke.
I don't have not one of those people in my fan base because they know better. They know that I would never let you pay me so you can hear some shit I already said. I respect you too much for that. What you gonna get from me is brand new. This is new.
Right now you have 12 comedy specials.
Okay.
Is there a magic number in mind, or you just want to just keep running to make sure you got the all-time number and that's secure for? Are you already at the top? You got more.
I'm in no way counting numbers.
You've done.
I'm saying if 12 is the most, if 12 was the most, there's not a number because I'm not putting a number to it.
You're not here in your mind.
But I've been special that many times for an hour.
17 tours, 100 cities. That is a lot of work. That's enough work for a few lifetimes. Most comedians won't even get 100 cities. Well, most comedians ain't gonna do that one time. And how do you continue to come up with this new material? Because you do new material every single time you show up. That's crazy.
It's a new show every single time I show up.
Man, that is crazy. I'm a comedy connoisseur. I follow comedy. Most of the comics that are the top dogs right now, as far as like in some of our heroes in comedy, I was there when they were like working on their first jokes. I was watching them and supporting them way back then. But that is a tough feat to be able to do something like that. And I think that the reason why...
Not in 24 years.
Yeah. I think the reason why people like you is so much, what you do is you resonate with them so much is like what you just said. You show them the good and the bad side of you, but also you're talented. You're very talented, but at the same time, you do show the good and the bad. And it's something appealing about being transparent to an extent.
Oh, not just to an extent, to the utmost. As soon as you, as a person, decide that you're not gonna lie anymore, and that whatever problem that you have, you're going to deal with that problem right then where it presents itself, it'll show you a whole new side of you. It's very important. It's very important when you lie and allow lies. For some people, it's just, I'm just a little delusional. No, it's dangerous for you to do that to yourself. It's very unnecessary for you to...
You was on this...
It's like, bro, like, for real, like, man, that is real, though. Like, what he said, like, it's like almost laughable to him, like, to say that. It's like, so bro, laughable. Like, but what he said was, I don't gotta take it further, but like what he said is real. Like, once you can do that, then you will unlock
a different side
of yourself when you just be like, okay, this is what it is, and cool. And like, that ain't far, like he said, it's to the utmost. How many people that you would wish that you see that will be transparent with you, or you would look at them like, dang, he really probably didn't eat that night. I haven't ate either. You will clean it up more than a person like, it's just perfect.
It's roses and bubbles.
So it's like, that ain't no secret. People love people who transparent with them, for real.
Man.
So it's like,
how do you find a best friend in life?
Yeah.
Relatability.
Yep. So it's like, that ain't nothing far-fetched. That's real. People love people like that, for real, when they do it. I know it ain't easy to give it to the world when you don't know people,
who you giving it to.
But once you live in your truth, like what he talking about, then it make it way easier. And you will see the people who receive it and be like, I gotta be her or him. I
gotta be.
I fuck with that.
What else I'm gonna do?
I have to.
It is laughable.
Yeah, you gotta laugh. It's laughable. Like,
how you don't know that?
How do you not? Like, what?
station in
He just the host.
Atlanta,
He just
and
the
this
interview.
host made a joke about you, and you ate a killed a man for I don't know how long that was, but man, I was like time out, call the police, something, stop this slaughter, man. You was like, you really did a bad. And you didn't. I don't think you cursed one time.
I was just going to say. I was going to say, be very careful when you say how badly I did her, because I never called her out of her name.
But that's what I'm saying.
I was very composed.
That's my point.
But let me explain. Let me give you the exclusive.
No, let me make the point.
For $17.99 right now.
And what I can do with a corn.
Only you and Bruce I've ever seen do that.
That shit was funny.
Like destroy a heckler or someone that was challenging you or whatever. Destroy them for several minutes. Bruce killed this chick for about, I don't know, man, about 25, 30 minutes one night in Houston. And I never seen anybody else do that but you. 25, just back to back, gut busting, same person, no cuss words.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before, so how were you able to maintain your composure for that long?
He should know.
Well,
TK Kirkland.
A very interesting thing happens when you try to trap something that's bigger than your trap. So imagine you set out a trap for a turtle and a rhinoceros steps into it. It's finna be a whole different situation now. So this lady behind the scenes is begging me to come into this interview that I've not scheduled, that I don't want to do, that I'm not dressed for, that nobody's called me about. She just wants it. To the point where she says, Katt, come on, you just want an Emmy for the city. I just want to give you your flowers. Well, I won't talk about kids. I won't talk about no jail. I won't talk about... This is the conversation she has with me, and then goes in that room
and do everything
and doesn't mention the Emmy, and immediately begins to
attack.
Because this is a comedian. You're trying to undermine me. Atlanta is a heavily LGBTQ plus positive city. And the fact that you having a heavy gay fan base would try to degrade me, a heterosexual, by making it seem like I'm gay. Gay people don't feel that way about me. Why would you? So it was a terrible thing that she found herself in. And comedically, you're outmatched. My defense is impenetrable. My offense will have the precise amount of viciousness that's necessary. If that means no cussing, that's fine. I don't want to talk to you and hurt heavy-set women's feelings or dark-skinned women's feelings or women who wear wigs' feelings. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm bantering with you because you keep acting like you're qualified to do that.
Nigga, that.
Yeah. So, it was a setup. I'm always going to be prevail if I'm being set up.
You think Buddy was in on it? Her co-host? You think he was in on that? He didn't.
No. Because here's the whole thing. He kept trying to get her to pull the plug on this, and she
kept talking.
Nah.
He was on it.
So
she was calling him Lil Mama and everything.
She didn't understand even after we cut. She didn't understand what had happened. She still thought that she had been victorious, and yeah.
And then she tried to play the victim.
No, she played the victim. Her husband was willing to kill one of the greatest comedians to. Yeah, I'm saying. And remember, all of this has to happen. I have to allow it to happen. I have to also preserve my life. And then after I do all of that, then I have to not press charges on you to these police as if a crime has not been committed upon me.
A pimp named Slickback.
Pimp named Slickback.
Go there.
Pimp named
Nah, real
Slickback.
talk. I won't say it in a sense where I'm saying you can't do the opposite. But the man said, not only did I cook her like pot roast, like rotisserie chicken, not only did I rotisserie shorty, her husband wanted to kill me. And on top of her husband wanting to kill me, I protected myself. I'm still alive. Man, it wasn't no killing going on. But on top of that, I didn't press charges. And on top of that, I got back to being a comedian. Stay in your motherfucking lane. Sorry for the language if you're a child. I don't cuss. I'm just conveying a message in a hood way.
Man.
Thank you for saying the whole thing.
Look, man.
Like a Tribe Called
Yeah, you gotta say the whole thing.
That is correct.
A pimp named Slickback.
Yes.
Man, that is one of the most iconic roles in television history. How did that come about?
Dumb people love dumb people, and geniuses try to find people that are on their mental platitude. So Aaron Magruder is one of the finest black writers that we've had.
Yes.
And the fact that he started his journey in the real trenches, writing for newspapers and getting syndicated across the country before he ever came to the next platform is what made him so formidable. So it was a joy to be able to work with him. Just like, when I do work with Donald Glover, we get the Emmy. Like, it's because you're dealing with compatible wavelengths. Like Donald Glover told me, Katt, here's a script. If you do this role right, you'll win an Emmy for it. I said, that's the only way I know to do it is right. And won the Emmy.
Well,
And that's why his chains are shining how they shining right now. If you ain't seen Katt Williams' kit this whole interview, check out his kit when we get back in this video. Black and white diamonds, hidden, chains, rings, all that. That's why.
They're not regular.
Had to put some light on the shine, cause hey, they hit.
Put some light on the shine. I might use that one.
Light on the shine.
That's
man.
my next
there's
caption.
a lot of advantages to doing what you do, being in the entertainment industry. But what's like the biggest thing that you can't stand about this industry?
Take your time, brother.
Like
Take your time.
It's like a
Nothing. I like it.
I like it.
Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
I like it.
Now you now this
I love my op as myself.
yeah.
I think it's great. On our side of things, it's flourishing. It's never been better. All the people on our side are seeing that prayers do work and that you really have control of your mind more than you think you do. And if you could somehow possibly stop thinking the way you do and think another way, it might help you. And you'll know right away if it does. That's the benefit, is each one of these days you're getting could really be the one.
What's one of the wildest things
fact.
that has happened to you, or you've seen happen in your time in this entertainment space?
Yeah, sorry, Vlad.
Whoa.
Let's start there.
Whoa.
Let's start there.
Let's
Because I
start
was about
there.
to say, his little gumbo head asking some police questions, and what'd he say? I'm sorry, Vlad.
Hey, we know that that my nigga Katt be spitting. He be spitting.
Spitting, don't.
He ain't have to think of
I
that.
know what the title.
That
I ain't gonna make it
name
the
came right
title.
out.
I'll put it on the thumbnail. I'm not gonna put it in the title. I put it on the thumbnail. Protect this man at all costs. Cause nigga, you don't get gems from everybody. I like to think we would join the collection of people who drop gems no matter what they talking about.
Can't help it.
You know what I'm saying? It's just how it go. Like,
Yeah, man.
but I'm just saying, protect this man at all costs.
He's
You feel me?
flag, though.
I know they throw that little statement around loosely. I'm just putting it out there.
I ain't seen nothing. I collect the footage, but I haven't seen anything.
Them microphones and shit is picking up everything.
Oh yeah, we
Them
got to
bitches
get all that.
working.
We need
my
all
nigga.
that shit.
Well, you can hear the top of the, you can hear a
Buying all
straw
that
in that cup.
Yeah.
You were doing so good, man. I mean, you was just doing so good, and then all of a sudden you just decided.
Well, no, here's the thing. What you asked was, you said, "Hey, Wolf, what do you hate about the sheep?" Nothing.
Man. They're supposed to do what they're supposed to do.
Day trading is a literal unlimited
Oh,
money
you
glitch, and
will
I'm going
make
to show
it.
you how to do it completely
Don't
for
worry.
free. So first of all, who am I? Well,
Let you
my
talk
name
a
is
little
Jude
more.
Veer, and I
You
have
my
an
guy. You
audience
got
of
me to
over
sign up this shit,
1.6
and I got
million
it, and I'm
people who
gonna
have
do
been
it.
able to
People
help
just don't
learn
know.
how to day trade. But
never stop.
ultimately, I'm a
Veer, I'm
regular
going to
person
Turkey.
just like you.
Go to Turkey.
Nothing. I feel good. I feel like we're in a good position. Everything's gonna be fine. Let's go, Coach Prime.
Yeah. What do you think
We
about Coach
coming.
Prime? What's up with Coach Prime? You have you been out there yet, Colorado?
No, but I've supported from afar.
Yeah.
I'm saying, anytime a great individual, regardless of what he does, finds something that he can be great in, like, that's gonna work. Like, he is a motivating factor and an asset to it. He always has been since the Jerry Curl days. Those are the leaders of men that we discussed earlier. An eternal optimist, someone that's clever and about books and hard work and discipline. As a black person, we should be so lucky as to have, a black coach like that. And as a non-black person, what a great job.
Man, you just described yourself, except the coach part. And then I take that back. You are a coach in your own right.
And you as
Yeah.
well. That's the whole thing. Like, these compliments are all shared by all of us who receive them. Like, that's what it's got to be. If you any reflection of me, then that's what it is. That's why in the good book it say, made in God's image. It don't mean you're always going to do that, but it means there's the possibility that you could mirror that.
Yeah. Do you have adopted children?
I'm an empty nester. I have no children at this point. Glory and hallelujah. No, everybody's grown. Yeah, but yeah, I got grandbabies.
You got grandbabies. Okay. How
That
many?
cup is making it through, man.
Nice.
I got the
All girls.
grandbabies.
Oh yeah.
See? That's how you know he's been doing something right.
What are the ages?
Of what?
The girls.
The grandbabies?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a 6, 2 4s, 11 months, and 2.
That's 5.
Yeah. I realized it as you said it. I didn't know how to change the story. Okay, so I got 5 grandkids.
I didn't know how to change the story.
Wait, what do they call you?
I got 5 daughters. I can't get anybody to call me anything that I ask for. They've already made a decision, and that's what they call me. There's nothing I can do about it. And I'm not going to say what it is. It sounds like Stop Stop or something. I don't know.
All right. Well, man, we appreciate you coming on the show, man.
I appreciate you having me. You're an icon and a legend yourself, and just the fact that you would spend time interviewing others is magnificent. And nobody asks worse questions. You have the worst questions in all of interviewing, and you can count on it. Nobody's going to mimic your questions. So yeah, it's an honor. Thank you.
I appreciate you, man, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Listen, that's the perfect ending. Like, that is the best ending we could ever get, because I didn't think he would speak on it. But to true Katt Williams nature, he let dog know, you suck. In a good way. In a good way. Willie D. Now I'm about to go listen to some Willie D.
The craziness in me.
Yeah.
If we interview Katt Williams,
Oh my God.
I will probably get up out of the chair.
You gotta give me 2 months before the interview.
And I will be like, Katt, I just really, really want to race you.
I'm
Not for money,
dusty.
not for anything. I just really want to see us both take off and you out.
I'm using this
Fast.
form too. I'm
I
here
want
with
to
it.
see if you take
I'm
off.
right here.
If you get in front of me,
I know something.
I'm going to stop running and I'm going to start laughing.
Especially if your shirt off.
And that's
brother.
just all I gotta say about that. But man,
man,
y'all,
love
man,
y'all.
love y'all so much,
Y'all
man.
some real ones,
we gonna
man.
keep giving y'all this content, man. We running it up all year.
the fuck
As long as
around.
y'all keep on popping up, we gonna keep on
Stick around.
giving y'all this good content, man. Hope y'all enjoying it, man. Real Law Twins, you fucking did.